You can change the colors and disable the pictures and lots of other stuff. By Serendipity, January 11th, 2015. There are 15 skills to train, from combat to resource gathering and processing skills. There are various islands to explore, some safe, some dangerous, and some filled with rewards. The game is entering its 10th year in March and has a loyal fan base of players from all time zones and ages. The game has a community always willing to help and assist when needed, and we have fan-made sites dedicated to information and guides to help new and old players alike. By Gringo, January 11th, 2015. I've been playing Syrnia for a little over 7 years now, and still find myself logging in almost every day. Love it. Love the whole nostalgic feel only a text-based game can bring. No fancy graphics, just a solid community, for the most part, and tons of things, and quite a few skills to do, and no level cap. From Bex, January 11th, 2015. As mentioned, Syrnia is entering its 10th year and has a great bunch of people. The community can be very welcoming, and there are also clans around to help new players move forward in the game. You can also remain clanless and make your own way through with a fun range of skills and generally happy chat. There are also random skill events and evasions that offer bonus experience if you choose to participate. Come say hi and see if the game is a good fit for you. Archcave Rudy, January 11th, 2015. Fun game, but destroyed by the worst moderators and game staff on the net. Repetitive game of waiting for numbers to count down and chatting while this happens. Community is a mix of nice people, weird, and truly disturbed people. The really mentally disturbed players progress to being moderators, hence why the modding is so bad. Game author has pretty much abandoned the game, so no updates and changes are likely to happen. By Cheese, January 11th, 2015. It's a really good game. Unfortunately, it has a bit of downtime, and it's been stated that it doesn't really receive updates anymore, which is true. However, I can't see why that would deter someone new from joining. It's got plenty of content already in-game. As it's been said, there's players that have been playing for nearly a decade, so obviously there's enough content to keep them logging in. It's great for playing in the background while you play Minecraft or whatever. If you do decide you want to play, it's got a ton of active players still. Plenty of good clans to join, world chat is almost always active. No level cap, no need to spend money on the game, works on PC and mobile, just play it. Play it 16 plus hours a day. By Your Wickedness, January 11th, 2015. I have a huge love for this game. No spells for minimum timer or anything of sorts. Old style is what I think of it as, and I love it. The skills are fun, and the community, there are some that make it not so fun, but for the most part the community is wonderful, and what makes it Syrnia, to me, smiley face. By Affliction, January 12th, 2015. A great way to waste some time while at work or school. A word of warning, however, it can become addicting. By Abyssify Nanhun Diablos, January 14th, 2015. It is a little slow to begin with, but picks up relatively quickly. Just make sure to have something to do when playing Syrnia, as it does get old if you play it as a standalone. By Dark Knight, January 15th, 2015. The moderator team is not horrible, just the folks who break the rules and then cry about being in trouble. You sign up to this wonderful little game, and that means you agree to the rules. The mod team, which I know a few personally, are generally wonderful people, who, while doing their jobs, don't truly want to have to punish people. This game has content to have you leveling for years on, and plenty of things to do. Yes, it needs a new creator, but as of late, the mod team have been given new powers to be able to launch invasions, and the last 4 to 6 months have been like a brand new game full of random events like combination chests to try and unlock for a prize, or just get thieving EXP. Random, even for prizes, invasions all over the game world, etc. Come join the game, and I promise you will have fun if this is your type of game. By Bump, December 9th, 2015. Been playing for around 8 years now, on and off, but more on. If you like to have something in the background when you do stuff, it's a perfect fit for you. By Sam, July 9th, 2017. 1 star! I played this game for years, until a moderator on a power trip froze my account because I had another account for my kid. I tried to reason with him, and the piece of shit mod gave me attitude, so I sent them packing. This is the risk when playing free games. By Zolpizza Rosie, June 11th, 2018. This game sucks. All of a sudden, this especially because of the stuff moderators plus member of their closer friends. A word from them all? Sure, call them haters. All they know is to mute or ban you if they don't like you. Depends on what night they had, I suppose. Reasons? Well, they always find some to push the button. I do not recommend to lose time in this friendly community. Not worth it, really. By Paul, October 20th, 2019. I'm currently playing this game and debating whether to continue. The higher your level of experience in mining or fishing or whatever you are doing, the more you need to get to the next level. If you start mining tin and you log off and come back maybe 2 hours later, you will see you only mine 10 tin. You must be logged on to continue any activity. My biggest complaint is you constantly need to put a 4-digit capture code to continue seeing the game screen. To me, that is so stupid to keep doing that. For that main reason, I will probably stop playing. By Sam, February 20th, 2021. This is the same Sam who left a review July 9th, 2017. So he's back after 4 years. I was linking the game, so I invited my wife, then my son to play. Next thing you know, my account got cancelled, and the admins were straight out assholes about the situation, accusing me of cheating and giving me an attitude. As if I was not doing a favor by playing their outdated game. Went over to Commadia, which is a similar but way, way better game with really nice admins and community. My homeboy Sam, he's been complaining about the same thing for 4 years now. That's crazy. Crazy. By Groros, June 24th, 2021. Feeble design, looks like a text game made for a 1980s 8-bit computer. Rude, biased moderators who mute or even ban players they don't like without reason. Toxic community that is rude, haughty, and dismissive of newcomers. Hardly anything to do except watch timers and count down. This is the worst game of its type that I have played. By Maria, June 24th, 2021. If you love toxic gossip, a nasty community, and moderators that pick on newbies, this is the game for you. I was harassed and abused several times by players shortly after I first logged into the game. And when I sent a ticket to the moderators to make a complaint, they muted me. I have 2 daughters, 13 and 14, who enjoy online gaming, and I wouldn't like to think they'd be subjected to the kind of abuse that was hurled at me during my short time here. Half of the chat lines in chat involved insulting the other player or other, not just me, even players that have apparently left the game. I've been using the internet since the late 1990s and I've never encountered an online community this vile. By Pendragon, June 26, 2021. Lots of people here breaking the rules and crying about getting punished. Classic. Specifically, Lissa Carasade, who posted right before me. I'd advise you to take what he says with a molecule of salt, as he's not exactly mentally stable. Syrnia is a fun game, rather poorly coded since it was created long ago by a teenager. But it runs fine enough, haha. At 26, been playing for almost half my life at this point. Biggest downfall is a few toxic members in the community, but you can simply find a good clan full of cool people. There are many! And disable world chat. Come and join the game with us. We'd love to see more new people in this old online world. Smiley face. By Dark Neuroxis, June 27th, 2021. So here is the 411 on the situation. Yeah, you got moderators a bit power trippy. Yeah, you got some toxic players. These comments prior seem to be based on they have never traveled the internet or played a game in their lives. Syrnia ain't the best run ship in terms of moderation. The community can be abrasive, toxic, rude, but there are portions of it that are fun and wonderful. You play any game nowadays, you find these behaviors wherever you go. It is not limited to Syrnia. League of Legends, Sea of Thieves, Call of Duty, CSGO, and tell me about toxic communities, haha. If you want to try a fantasy RPG game that has survived 16 plus years, then give it a go and try it yourself. If you want to be a sheep and follow in the footsteps of the toxic comments below surrounding the ratings of this game, then you do that as well. Syrnia is a game, you take the good with the bad. Don't be like the whiners and criers. Make your own decisions and choices based on you, not toxic ex-players. By Dark Neuroxis, June 27th, 2021. AKA the same guy as before, but this one's 8 minutes later. Also, clear up another misconception. The admin has nothing to do with updates. Syrnia receives them from a dedicated team of devs who are working to create something fun amongst the few issues Syrnia has. Again, I stress to new players to keep an open mind, as the majority of the comments that are negative are based on egotistical ex-players who got knocked off their pedestals. They don't know the workings or understandings of the game they try to claim they know too well. Once more, you take the good with the bad, and we certainly do our best to update the game and create fun. By Pendragon, June 27th, 2021. As people like Gumby are trying their hardest to bring down the game and make toxicity and deceit the first thing someone might read about, I shall repost my review. Smiley face. I'm not a mod. I help keep the manual updated only. Line brings nothing but a shallow life. V. Syrnia is a fun game, rather poorly coded since it was created long ago by a teenager, but it runs fine enough, haha. At 26, I've been playing for almost half my life at this point. Biggest downfall is toxic members in the community, but you can simply find a good clan full of cool people. There are many, and disable world chat. Come enjoy the game with us. We'd love to see more new people in this old online world. Smiley face. By Gumby, June 26, 2021. Syrnia has become more and more toxic as the mods basically take advantage of the fact that the owner/admin is almost constantly away and abuse their powers and the community. Pendragon, below, knows this as he is one of them. Players are getting banned just for politely questioning mod decisions and for expressing support for unfairly banned players in chat and forums. The game was always simple with limited appeal, but Syrnia used to have a fine community. Now, I'm sorry to say, it has gone down the drain. If you're looking for a good game of this type with a decent community, try Varamexia or Kamadia instead. Those games work because, for one thing, the owner/admin isn't on almost permanent vacation. By Jamie, July 2nd, 2021. By 2021 standards, the game is horribly dated and almost unplayable. Laughable graphics and repetitive timers for almost every action. Bullying moderators like Bex and her cronies have divided and ruined the community. Almost 400,000 players over 16 years have signed up to Syrnia and quit, leaving a player base of around 300. That's an awful attrition rate for any game. By Jasmine, July 17th, 2021. Really bad game. The mods are bullies and the community makes fun of newbies who are really just trying to find their feet and discover how things work. Worst timer game I've ever played. It's also kinda funny to have Syrnia mods commenting below, denying they are mods and trying to whitewash how the game really is. But even they feel forced to admit there is some toxicity in the game. And that's in their infomercial for it.